Greetings, I'm Alex Makanga, President, Ukraine's Solidarity Committee Uganda, Sub-Saharan Africa. Ukraine's Solidarity Committee Uganda, Sub-Saharan Africa is an impartial or non-political, non-partisan, non-racial, non-tribal and non-religious organization built on principles of democracy and good governance, rule of law, human rights, global peace, security and stability. On today's event, as it has been about food and energy security, first of all, the Russian war in Ukraine has posed a global crisis and has increased the energy and food crisis. All the happenings as far as the insecurity and hunger is concerned in the world is much attributed to the Russian war in Ukraine. Prior to the war, there are incidents about 10 events which happened caused as much as a global crisis in relation to COVID-19 and now the current Russian-Ukrainian war in Ukraine. As in our stance as Africa and as Ukrainian Solidarity Committee Uganda, we are putting it forward that in the near future, continents and regions must be aware and put in position criteria and possible solutions or mechanisms to embark and overcome this situation if it happens in the future. First, we are recommending or suggesting of a continental food cereals, so that a continent like Africa can have in position a continental food cereal which can secure food which can take a continent for like a year or 2 years, whereby all nations in that continent are mandatory contribute to the establishment of the food cereal, and secondly to its sustainability. Secondly, like if we look at the energy and gas crisis or insecurity, we are proposing an continental energy reserve system where all the nations in a certain continent, let me say Africa, are eligible and mandatory to contribute a certain amount to its budget to sustain the continental energy reserve. And lastly, on energy, and even the fertilizer crisis, because agriculture always go with fertilizers to see that the crop and agriculture is empowered. We are looking at if we can have a continental refinery, that all oils, let me say from Africa, are refined within African territories, that all residues which come from the oils, they are used and to make fertilizers, to make other sub detergents or sub requirements to make further productions. So if all oils from Africa are refined and processed within Africa, you can find even if a war breaks out within the same continent, they are easier, it's very easier to transport and have all those energy and gas and fertilizers and food secured within the continent. I beg to submit.